Shri Anoop Kumar Srivastava is a former IAS officer and founder of FCAP Foundation, dedicated to reducing plastic pollution and promoting environmental responsibility. Through his experience in public service and sustainability, he continues to inspire responsible citizenship and meaningful change. A very warm welcome to our ACE Learning podcast.
Thank you very much, Mr. Divyanshu. Thanks for inviting me. It will be a pleasure talking to you.
Same here, sir. And it's actually a very proud moment for me also, sir, to be sitting here at the same time talking to you and giving vents to our thoughts and ideas.
I am privileged. I am grateful.
Thank you, sir. So, looking back at your IAS journey, sir, what are the key lessons that you take away from it? What inspires you to dedicate completely your life towards, public service?
Uh, well, uh, when I was graduating in my engineering course,
Yes, sir.
my father just asked me to consider. He didn't force me. He said, just consider whether you would like to take more important job. These days, people are joining Indian Administrative Service.
Yes.
So why don't you consider it? But if you want to pursue with your career, it is fine. So then it struck me, let me just explore and what it is all about because I didn't have much knowledge.
Mhm.
Then I talked to my friends and other acquaintances, relatives who were in the civil service. And then I learned that two things it offers is unique.
Mm.
One is the outreach. The outreach is tremendous because the life of the number of persons that you affect, your actions and your decisions affect is very large. So you are working on a very large canvas. Secondly, the versatility of the jobs, the variety of the jobs that it offers. So it attracted me. So I thought, why not plunge into it? Maybe I can also serve the society. So this is how I decided to join, uh, write the civil services exam, and as the luck would have it, I made it into the IAS.
Very inspiring, sir, to be honest. So, what are the qualities that the students do you think should, if they're aspiring civil service? So, what are the qualities should they have right now, sir?
First and foremost is the self-discipline. So you have to manage your schedule as far as possible in a organized manner, your personal schedule, your study schedule. Self-discipline is very important. Then secondly, focus. When you identified what are your objectives or targets in life, you should be able to focus on them and do your best to achieve those targets. Thirdly, you learn to put in hard work. Anything that you are doing, unless you put your best, you don't think the success does not come easy. So you have to be hardworking.
Yes,
Then perseverance.
keep
Then
trying.
then you have to keep striving to achieve your objectives. If there is a failure in between, don't just get set back. You have to keep on trying till you succeed. And finally, integrity. Integrity is very important. Doing right things when nobody is watching you. You have to be honest to yourself. You have to be clear of your conscience. So these are the qualities that you must inculcate from your student's life to be able to do better in your career, whatever career you adopt.
As you're very much into plastic awareness, use of plastic, how serious is this problem in India today?
Plastic is per se is not a problem. Plastic is a very useful material. If it was not, plastic was not invented, we would not have been able to do many things
Yes.
that we are able to do in the life.
Yes.
But the plastic has to be used judiciously. One problem that is being created is indiscriminate use of single-use plastics. It is the single-use plastics that causes the problem. Single-use plastic is a plastic product which you use once and dispose it of within minutes of its use or within hours of its use. So a lot of waste is getting generated, and there is mismatch between our capacity to handle so much of waste, which leads to littering in the environment and therefore giving rise to the plastic pollution as we call it. So its magnitude is very high, and unless we take adequate steps now, serious efforts now, the problem is going to be further compounded.
Like, what are the major steps that students and families should take to, to reduce this plastic pollution?
First and foremost is to become aware of the problem. Unless you are aware of the problem,
That's the major issue, sir.
you cannot start taking any action towards it. So first you have to identify the problem.
Yes.
So how do you identify? Do the plastic consumption audit of yourself. How much plastic are you consuming? What plastic items are you using? Is there a way of reducing your plastic pollution? So if you think carefully, you will find number of ways in which you can reduce your plastic consumption and become a part of the ecosystem in which the plastic is used as a waste is used as a resource. It is recycled, reused again and again, so that overall consumption reduces.
Okay.
So becoming aware, creating awareness, leading by example, cutting down your own plastic consumption, looking at the alternatives are the areas where you should focus on as students and families.
Not many people get this, and they are like actually unbothered about it. So how to create that mindset for those people that we actually need to, take major steps about it and be concerned about using
So
plastics?
that is why you have to understand that plastic pollution does not affect only the environment, it affects you. Because if the environment is polluted, it bounces back on you. Ultimately, you are the sufferer. You as a person, I as a person, I will suffer if I don't protect my environment. I will suffer because it is the environment which is protecting us. First, and if we don't protect it, the environment will not protect us. So we have to be conscious. For example, there are health issues connected with it because of plastic, as you know, does not decompose.
Hmm.
It keeps lying wherever it is littered. So
Yes.
it disintegrates into small particles known as microplastics. And these microplastics are found in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food that we eat, the soil in which the food grains and other agriculture products are. It has reached our blood. So all these, because plastic contains toxic material,
Yes,
it has a very deleterious effect on our health. So if we don't cut down the plastic consumption and do not control the plastic pollution in the environment, it is going to affect us.
true, sir. Completely agree. So, sir, how can young people contribute to this? Like young minds, I want you to inspire young minds, or how can they contribute?
They can develop habits, such habits which will reduce their overall consumption. And they can educate others, they can educate their brothers, sisters, they can educate the neighborhood, they can educate the parents. Whenever you go out, carry your own bag. If you are going for shopping or anything, why do you need a plastic bag to be given by the shopkeeper? Carry your own plastic bottle, your own metallic bottle for carrying your drinking water. Why do you have to buy a plastic bottle when you are outside? So these very small things, if small steps if you take, they end up in a huge thing.
Yes.
They will make up for a very huge gain, overall gain for this, for yourself and for the society at large, and for the family and for the neighborhood. So lead by example. What you want others to do, first do it yourself. You can't have a situation where you just preach and don't practice yourself. So you have to practice and then preach. So you, that is called lead by example. Then
Yes.
only the others will emulate. If you just preach and don't follow it yourself, then nobody is going to give any damn to it.
Since we are actually from ACE learning platform, it's an online edutech platform. So what life skills do you think students should develop beyond academics?
Among the life skills, I would say one is creative thinking.
Okay.
So if you don't enhance your creativity, you become stagnant. If you continue to do a particular thing in the same way
Yes.
as you have been doing it for months and years, you are not going to self improve yourself, nor you are going to help the society in a good, better way.
True.
So you should, so creative learning, creative thinking is something, a skill which the schools can focus on,
Mm.
because then you will become innovative. You will invent new ways of doing same thing in a better way. So that is one. Second is, in an environment in the world today where there is a lot of competition,
Yes.
cutthroat competition during your student's life, later when you are through a career, lot of stress you are subject to. So you should be able to know how to handle the stress, how to handle your emotion. So that is also a skill.
Yeah.
Third is uh, the your ability to negotiate the society, your impersonal, interpersonal relations with others,
Okay.
how you behave with others, how you communicate with others. That's very important.
Yes, sir.
Apart from the skills, two things which I consider important, whether you consider them a skills category or whatever. One is that each person should have a hobby. You should
Okay.
develop at least one hobby.
Okay.
And second, one sport activity. Some physical activity every student should have. This is a must. Many schools are doing it. There are good schools, but somewhere these facilities may not be available. But these two things are something which should be inculcated. Now, coming to your question, what was your question?
So, how do students face this failure and self doubt?
Okay, okay, right, right. See, failure, first thing is don't get disheartened. There is no person, including me, no engineer, no scientist, no career person, no historian, no emperor, nobody is perfect. They all have failed during their while navigating life at some point or the other. But failure has to be taken as a stepping stone, not as a setback, as a lesson to learn from your. This is an opportunity to identify to what went wrong, what factors caused failure, and then remove those factors to succeed in what you are doing. Example,
Hmm.
Edison failed several thousand times before he could invent a commercially viable light bulb, but he didn't give up. So he failed thousand times, then he succeeded.
Okay.
So he every time he must have been observing what was the mistake I did. So he will correct that mistake, then experiment again. Then he found another mistake. So this is a process, not the end. So
All right. So, that's very inspiring, sir. Truly. You are yourself as an IS officer. So, what suggestion and or guidance would you like to give to students, those who are preparing for civil services?
uh, one is that live disciplined life.
Okay.
If you are aspiring for a career in civil service,
Yes, sir.
self discipline, being health conscious, being punctual, following a as possible a schedule which you are able to handle, focusing on your studies, but don't without neglecting your health and the other things, working hard and put in your best effort with a positive frame of mind. And you should always think, I can do it, I can make it. Never let a negative idea come into your mind. The moment any negative idea comes into your mind, cancel it and think that you can always do it. If the others can do it, I can also do it. So,
Okay.
this positive thinking is a must, and an organized preparation is a must. It does not depend on how many hours you study or how long you study.
Yes, sir.
You should identify your strong areas. You should choose your subjects in a careful way. What what is you are inclined towards,
Hmm.
not what others are opting or where people are driving. You have to identify your own strength, Nobody is a better person than you yourself to identify your own strengths. So you don't have to be swayed by a particular trend that people are opting for this, so I should go for this. But you are the best judge what you are strong at, and
Certainly.
focus on that. Develop your strong points and focus on that, and go with the single minded mission, and you will succeed.
Certainly, sir. What is that one life lesson that you would like to give to our young minds from your career that you would have gotten? And
I think the best lesson I have learned is that your integrity is the most important thing. Because integrity is what? Integrity is doing right thing when nobody is watching. You decide to be honest not because people are watching, keeping a watch on you. You be honest because you want to be honest.
mm, that's rare, sir.
And that I can assure you, if you are preserving your integrity, no harm will ever be done to you.
Mm,
You can act fearlessly, you can take decisions fearlessly, you can take decisions without fear or favor if you are able to preserve your integrity. Integrity not only in terms of being honest in monetary terms, but in intellectual sense also. You should hold on to what you think is right.
okay.
If you think that something is morally correct, and you are very strongly feel that it is morally correct, you have to stand by it. And integrity is the most important lesson that I have learned. And I think it is not just career in civil service or something. It is a general thing in your daily living. When you are driving on the road,
Mm, yes, sir.
you should be following the rules because you want to follow the rules, because you know it is for your benefit and for others' benefit, not because police will catch you if you don't follow the rules. It should come intrinsically from you
Yes, sir.
that it is my duty to follow the rules and to law of the land. So it should not be imposed on you. It should come from within.
Within. True, sir. So, sir, we are about to end the session, and before concluding it, we have a rapid fire session. So, sir, like, are you ready for the rapid fire?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, sir, what do you think, like, books or experience?
Books. I think books is a result of experience, long experience.
Okay.
So if you are reading too many books, you will be benefited in a
Wow.
variety of ways.
Sir, convenience or sustainability?
Sustainability,
Awareness or action?
awareness,
Leadership or discipline?
leadership,
Policy or practice?
practice,
Sir, plastic or planet?
planet.
So we are hereby concluding. One of my last questions would be, sir, if you could give one message to every student and parent about protecting the environment, what would it be, sir?
First thing is that you own the environment. What is environment? Your house is environment, your neighborhood is environment, the whole colony is environment,
Yes, sir.
the city is environment, the country is environment. It depends on in context, which context, and aim and own it as yours. When you own something, you feel that it is my own, then you protect it. If you own a car, you will protect it. If you if you will take all possible steps to keep it clean, keep it protected from any kind of damage, you will drive carefully.
Yes, sir.
But if you think protecting the environment is somebody else's duty, then nobody will protect, because everybody will think like that. So you have to assume the ownership of the environment and protect it. Take a vow to protect it as your own property. It is my neighborhood. I cannot keep it, I cannot see it unclean. If you find somebody is littering, stop it and request him not to litter. This is an example. There are a variety of things you can do to protect the environment. So, first and foremost is to owning the responsibility and not assuming that it is responsibility of somebody else,
Yes, sir.
or it is the responsibility of the government or NGOs or something. Everybody's role is there. And as I said earlier, If we don't protect the environment, environment will also not protect
Protect
us.
us. Truly says.
We are protecting the environment to protect ourselves. You have to be conscious of that.
Yes, it was very motivating talking to you, sir. It's actually inspired me to, do a lot of things. And I hope your words and action would also change people who are watching us. And for all those students, young minds who are aspiring to become an IAS officer and like giving UPSC. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much, Divyanshu, and thank you to your organization for giving me this opportunity to share
Pleasure.
a few thoughts.
Pleasure, sir.
Thank you.